Hello, hello students. Let's continue with the chapter of heat transfer. In the last video, we have seen what is coefficient of thermal conductivity, and today we are going to see the rate of heat flow, interface temperature, and equivalent thermal conductivity. See, here there are two slabs. This is one slab conductor of thermal conductivity K1. This is another slab of thermal conductivity K2, kept in series with each other, side by side, both having the same area of cross section A, and length of the first one is L1 and the length of the second one is L2. Let theta 1 be the temperature of the hot end, theta 2 be the temperature of the cold end, and theta is the interface temperature that we will find out first. Now at steady state, what we can assume that from here to here at every cross section the rate of heat flow will be same. The rate of heat flow will be same whether you are from here to here or here to here. So let us first find out the expression for rate of heat flow from this end to this end, and theta is the temperature of the interface. So as you can see, H equal to Q by T equal to K1A, because K1 is the thermal conductivity of this K1A, theta 1 minus theta. The cold temperature is theta, the hot temperature is theta 1 by length is L1. And this is again equal to the rate of thermal conductivity from this end, K2A theta 2 minus theta by theta L2. So these two are equal. Okay, A cancelled because they are equal. And from here we are after cancelling the A, we are getting this expression, and if we solve it, we will just multiply and solve it. You will get the value of theta as K2 theta K1 theta 1 L2 plus K2 theta 2 L1 by K1 L2 plus K1. Okay, so this is the formula for finding out the interface temperature. Now suppose that, let us assume that these two lengths are equal. Okay, if L1 equal to L2, then this formula will reduce to this formula. If because L2 L1 we are taking common and cancelling L1, L2 equal to L1, take L2 common, here also take L2 common, cancel. So we are getting this expression K1 theta 1 plus K2 theta 2 by K1 plus K2. So this is the expression for theta, that is the interface temperature. Okay, now we have to find what is the value of the equivalent thermal conductivity. Now suppose, let us consider that this is a single block, that here it is actually made up of two different slabs having different thermal conductivities. But if we assume that these two are single, overall what will be the overall conductivity of the whole slab? Okay, so for that what we will do, in this expression in place of theta we will put this value, this one, the previous one, that was the theta. This we got by assuming L1 L2 equal to acha. So in place of this formula, in place of theta we are putting this value. So what we are getting, K1 A1 by L1, this is in the outside the bracket, theta 1 as it is, and in place of theta we are writing this whole thing, K2 L2. So after taking LCM and some term will be cancelling, so we are finally getting this one, A1. Okay, so this is what? Equivalent thermal conductivity. Okay, now see, suppose let us consider that this is a single slab whose thermal conductivity is K, and this is the initial temperature and this is the final temperature. So in that case the Q by T will be Ka. K is what? The equivalent thermal conductivity by L1 plus L2. Okay, so now this is also Q by T and this is also Q by T. So if we equate these two expressions, then what we will get? If we equate these two expressions, then we are getting the value of K as this way. Okay, by equating the two equations, and so this is the expression for K. Or if there are two slabs in series, if there are multiple slabs, suppose here there is one slab of length L1, then another slab, then another slab, then another slab. If there are L1 length L2, L3, L4, then we will apply this formula L1 plus L2 plus L3 total L by this one. So this will give us the expression for any number of, so this is the final expression, and this we have derived by again assuming L1 L2 equal to L. Okay. So this is the expression for any number of slabs which are joined in series and having different thermal conductivities. Okay. Now in case of parallel, what we are getting? So suppose this is heat is given here, some heat will pass through this slab and some heat will pass through this slab. Okay. So total Q by T will be what? Q1 plus Q2. So Q1 is this and Q2 is this. So total Q by T will be this much. So now let us consider that this whole thing to be a single slab. So what will be the Q by T then now? K A1 plus A2, this one. Okay. So again comparing with this, we are getting K1 A1 plus K1 plus K2 by 2. Actually we are getting this formula, K1 A1 plus K2 A2 by A1 plus A2. And then we have done an assumption that A1 equal to A2, and then we got this formula. Okay. Now this part you go through uses of good and bad conductors. Okay. Land bridge, sea bridge, these things we have read here. Now convection. Okay. What is convection? See, when we are heating a liquid, okay, so water, then what happens? This part of the liquid gets heated up first, and this hot liquid will rise because the density of hot liquid becomes less, and in its place comes the upper colder liquid. The upper colder liquid, which is denser than this liquid, will come down, and this liquid, which is becoming lighter, will go up, and we are getting a convection current. Okay. So due to this convection current, so we are getting what? A convection current. Acha. Now, okay. So this is called convection. Due to this land breeze, sea breeze, winds, flow, and these things are ocean currents are because of this convection. Okay. Radiation. See, radiation is a process by which heat is transferred from a hot body to the without the use of the intervening medium. Means it is a mode of transfer of heat without the need of intervening medium. We have seen that in conduction and convection, the medium molecules play a very vital role. But in radiation, the medium molecules are not required. They don't have any role. That is called radiation. Example of radiation, we are getting the heat from the sun by the help of radiation. When you are near any heat source, near an oven or any burning fire, then you are getting the heat near the fire because of the radiation. Actually, in radiation, energy is carried away in the form of electromagnetic waves. The hot body radiates heat in the form of electromagnetic waves, and we know that electromagnetic waves are such a light waves. They don't require any material medium, because light wave is also an electromagnetic wave. Okay. So study up to here, and the remaining part we will complete in the next video.